Well, today I decided to go see Mary Poppins, the new Mary Poppins movie with Emily Blunt, and I'll give you a review of it when I get home. Then I stopped by Joann Fabrics and got this pattern. I did go to Joann Fabric and got a pattern to use as a guide. It was $2, $1.99 per Butterick pattern. And I'm going to use this as a guide to make Brian's Doctor Who coat. Before I got the pattern, I couldn't even get to the pattern table. There were some teenage girls and their mother sitting there, and one chair was even hogged up by some wall hanging thing that the mother was going to buy, and they're all sitting and looking at their phones, and nobody, I'm reaching over and trying to get to the books and everything, and behind me are some people hogging up the table. Some teenage girls. I want to look at patterns. Shame on them. Shame on them. Look at that. And their mother too. Shame on it. Yep. I lost it. I had it. I let them have it verbally. I think a swear word popped out, but I asked the mother how old she was, and she said, well, I'm old enough not to swear in front of children. And I'm sure they've all heard any word that is out there, and this woman looked like a real C word. And for them to hog up that whole space while they could see me looking and reaching for books and trying to find a pattern, and they were just so disrespectful. I said, well, aren't you old enough to teach your children some respect? And she says, well, it's not very respectful swearing in front of the children. So then I turned to Italian and I told them to F off in Italian. She didn't know what that was, but they got up and left. Now I'm going home and I'll give you the review of Mary Poppins. Well, I saw Mary Poppins Returns, and the theater had quite a few people in it. Most of them were older people. There were just a few little kids, but most of them were in their 20s, and older people like me that probably saw Mary Poppins in 1964 when it came out. I was 7, and I went with my brother Rick and my grandpa fell asleep during the chimney sweep dance on top of the roof, the Step in Time song. I don't know how a grown-up could fall asleep during a rowdy song in the movie, but now that I'm older, I can totally understand. This movie had, some of the segue music had little bits and pieces of the original music, but all new songs, and the last song, spoiler alert, was sung by Angela Lansbury. And yeah, there were a few times in this movie that I had tears coming out. Probably because it dealt with things that I have to deal with. Like whether or not you have a place to live, and politicians telling you what to do, and there were digs at politicians, that's for sure, and there was a lot of Anglo-Saxon type humor that many American grown-ups probably, unless they watch a lot of BBC, don't get the jokes. And little kids wouldn't. So, yeah, I liked it. Parts of it that I liked, Meryl Streep played a wacky cousin of Mary Poppins when they went to visit her, which was kind of like when the original movie, when they went to visit the uncle, Ed Wynn, who would float around when he laughed. This lady was wacky in a different way. And I liked that. That was a great character. The kind of characters I like to play. That and the last song was really nice. Basically, there's a lot of nice lessons in the lyrics about looking up and going upward, and it was very nice. Yeah, I had some tears here and there. I think it was pretty well done. I enjoyed it. There's a part where the street lamplighters they did their thing, just kind of like the chimney sweeps did their thing in the first movie. The lamplighters did a dance and bicycle number and everything. It was pretty cool. So yeah, it was good. I liked it. I'm glad I went. And I got home today. There were several messages on the phone machine. A couple from hospice care, a couple from David, my brother, and one from Brian. And on my cell phone, I had it turned off at the theater, and I didn't turn it on until I got home. there was a message from David and from Brian. So I called David first. He said that the only way Mom can really get medicine anytime she wants, any pain pill that she really, really wants it, is to be on hospice care, which is the end of life care, and they want to keep you comfortable, so they'll give you whatever pain medicine you want. Mom has an addictive gene. She smoked all her life, and that's why she has emphysema with 33% lung capacity. Your lungs are supposed to be very flexible and move in and out to help you get oxygen into your body. And emphysema causes them to get brittle and hard, and they're not flexible anymore. That's why she has oxygen forced through a tube into her nose. So again, I say, if you smoke, stop now. Even the vapor things, don't. Just don't. You don't want to end up like this, believe me. It's no way to end up. But Mom cries wolf all the time, so I don't know really what is real and what is not real. And it's very frustrating. It's nerve-wracking. It's making me half sick. But David said that if she's on hospice care, she'll get medicine whenever she wants. So she's been an alcoholic and a smoker all her life. Big time. I'm still finding bottles of alcohol in her house that she hid. So she's got that addictive gene bad. So he thinks that maybe she'll, when she's calmed down from the pain or whatever, and she's numb, like she likes to be, that she'll snap out of this pissing around. I don't know. No telling. It's very frustrating, like I said. I called the hospice people, and they want me to come over to the nursing home tomorrow and sign these papers so that she can have that. And then I also talked to Brian. He had called. He was having trouble with his phone, I think, because he called and said he didn't hear a dial tone or anything, but he left a message in hopes that it would. And I told him, yeah, I got the message. So I talked to him for a while, and he had radial keratotomy in his eyes, surgery a few days ago. This is day 4. And by day 3.5, 4, it gets better, and then it gets worse. So the doctor told him it's going to get real bad, and you're going to wake up and freak out if you're not told this ahead of time. But then after that, it just gets better and better, and you won't need glasses anymore. So today was like the worst day. But I talked to him for a while, and I told him that I got the pattern for a coat, so I'm going to try working on that. We talked for a while. I'll let him know what was going on. Let him know about Mary Poppins and everything. So, yeah. Then I had supper. The cat sat in my chair. I went and played the organ in the other room, the keyboard. I figured little this and little that. What you do on New Year's kind of reflects the rest of the year. So, I'll be busy, I guess. Decluttering, pitching, trying to think ahead to go upward and onward.